Hi everybody, I thought I'd pop on real quick. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to a retreat for Country Craft Creations in Spokane, Washington. The design team members, some of them were able to attend, and there's a crafting type bed and breakfast that's called Simply Memories, and it seats up to like 10 to 12 people, I believe, and the food was served, and there's perfect crafting setups for everybody. Everybody gets their own table. They have a rack to store their supplies, access to some tools. It was awesome, not just because of the location, but because of the people there too. It's really neat to meet the people that you talk to online, but don't really get to see face to face. So I think that we formed some friendships, and we got to know each other better, and we laughed, and it was a great time, really great time. So I hope to be able to do that again. So we were fortunate enough to have Ginger from My Sister Scrapper be the one who presented. So she designed this folio, and we got it done in about a day. All of ours turned out pretty much the same. Obviously there's a couple differences here and there. But when I got home, I had put this in my suitcase, and when I got home it was a little bit flattened, and that drives me crazy. I wanted it to lay nice and flat. So I ended up making an add-on for pictures, just to kind of put inside and bulk it up so that it wouldn't be so slanted, or recessed, because it drove me crazy. So Rosa Kelly also, I know, did a video because she was one of the design team members there, and so I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over the pieces. I'll just kind of go through it quickly. The measurements of this album, or this folio, it's 9.5 wide and about 10 3/4 inches tall, and it has a magnetic closure. The spine is about 1 1/4. Okay, and I just put some decorative paper on the back with a sticker at the bottom, and I pretty much copied what Ginger had for decorations. There's just a few differences. So when you first open mine, you're going to see that I have this pull out, and I made this again just so it would bulk up the cover so it wouldn't sag, and because when I came home my daughter said, you don't want to cover that paper, where are you going to put pictures? And I thought, oh, good point, I do not want to cover up these pretty papers. The paper is Tropical Travelogue by Graphic 45. So I just made this quick insert and added some of the leftover paper, and that's another thing. I wanted to use up all my paper. So this is a good thing you can do also. If you just have a few sheets left and you're not really a card maker, just go ahead and make some extra inserts that you can have, so that when somebody's looking at your pictures in the book, someone else can be taking a look at your pictures on this pull-out piece. So there's room for 2 pictures here, and then when you open it, I just made a swing tab here, and it opens. And I just cut out some of my extra papers. These are about 4 by 6, so that I can put pictures on those. And then they just tuck right back in there nice and neat, and then this can close back up. Okay, so that will hold quite a few pictures. I mimicked the waterfall that's in the folio, and I had another sheet that had these pictures, so I just went ahead and made another waterfall. I didn't back these with paper like I did the other ones, but I'll probably put pictures there. And then this is a place to write. I put 2 corner pockets and put some of the extra cut aparts in there, and those don't fall out, they stay in nice and tucked in there. And then on the back I just put 2 places for photos. I have a pocket, put in a couple of the tags that I for extra paper, and that's what I'm using as my insert. So that's what I came home and did, and I was pretty happy with it. And like I said, I used all my paper. So on the left hand side there are 2 belly bands. Inside those belly bands are a couple tags. The tags go straight through, and I did just put a little bit of a stopper by mounting a sticker on some black paper. When you take out the tags, these doors open. They're magnetic, so they stay closed anyway. Room for pictures. I did not glue this all the way down so I could tuck something inside. This is a belly band, this is a pocket. So when you put a tag in here, this long tag, it will stop because it won't go through the bottom of that pocket. So this has a small photo mat, and then this larger one goes in and slides all the way into the next pocket. Okay, so I thought that was creative. I've never done that before. So then to close it up, you just go ahead and put your tags back in and feed it through both of the belly bands. And again, that stopper that I put at the bottom will prevent anything from falling out. Okay. On the right hand side is the waterfall. It has a chipboard piece at the top for the closure. And I did round the corners on this one, and I put yellow paper on the back for this one, unlike the one I did in the pull-out piece I made. Just a little place to journal or put a date here. So I mounted this cut apart on black paper. Can write on it. Just cut out some of the papers to put pictures on or to journal on. Chipboard piece here. This is magnetic to help it stay closed, and the magnet is kind of placed in a cool way. I would have never thought to do this. The magnet is behind this picture and also on this front page, and that keeps it closed. So on this side I just have some mats where I put some of the really pretty paper. I thought this was cool. It looks like a postcard. Left it, I didn't back that one. The fish, it's just really, the paper is really pretty, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it I was like, not really me. But when you put it in an album and see all these bright colors together, it really does pop. It's really awesome. And then just use some of the stickers, cut aparts, chipboard pieces, added some of the seam binding at the end here to give it some color up top. The middle section I think is really neat. We have the waterfall sideways, that would be horizontal down here at the bottom, and I just put the cream colored paper on the back for journaling or for pictures. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 8 of those. This is a double pocket. The first pocket was made, and these are the graphic 45 tags, and we use the die to cover it. So that goes there. And then this is just a cut apart mounted on black paper, glued it on 3 sides, and that made a smaller pocket for the smaller graphic 45 tags. So there's 2 of those, obviously. And then it is a flip up, and when you flip up, I have a cut apart with some pieces behind it for journaling. Left this open on the bottom, so if I wanted to put a small picture, Tammy had one of those, I think it's called Instamax cameras or something like that, and they print the real small pictures. I could put 1 or 2 of those here. And then I put a couple tickets with stickers. Okay, so that is what we made at the retreat. It was an awesome time. If you ever have an opportunity to go to a retreat, it really is something that everybody should experience once if they're a crafter. Great friendships, great tips from other people, even the ones who aren't teaching. You talk to those around you and learn a lot of cool stuff, and it's an awesome opportunity. So I feel very lucky that I was able to go. A lot of people have asked, is there a tutorial for this book? And when you go to a retreat and you pay to go to a retreat, the design is the designers, and the people who paid to go to the retreat get that tutorial, but usually it is not for the general public. At least in my experience, that's what it's been. So this is not mine to make a tutorial for, but hopefully it does inspire you to make a folio and to use this paper, and to, you can try and copy what you like, the double belly band, whatever. So again, I just wanted to share and let everybody know that if you have an interest in this paper line, it is at Country Craft Creations, and check out the YouTube channel for Tammy Merrill, for all the other design team members, and also for my sister Scrapper. So thanks for taking the time to look at my album.